Hello, Michael Hines, naturalrefrigerants.com. I'm here in Padua, Italy, on the sidelines of ATMO Europe 2025. And joining me is Samuele Da Ros, Group Solution Marketing Manager for Food Retail Applications at Carel. Carel obviously needs no introduction, major player in the space. And Samuele is joining me just for a few questions. And the first one I've got for you is, well, one of Carel's goals is to lead the natural refrigerants transition through tech innovation. So what specific steps is Carel taking, such as investing in new product lines or R&D fields to achieve this goal?
Well, we have started many years ago with the natural refrigerants. So we have 20 plus years of history on this. So really among the pioneers, and we keep investing. We recently introduced a new lab just a couple of years ago where we can test complete systems, meaning racks, display cases. We have controlled environments, and we basically develop every possible architecture. So propane plugins, semi-plugins, up to 500 grams, different architectures with the CO2. At the moment, what we are working very hard on are flooded evaporators with very low superheat. Semi-flooded evaporators would be more accurate, which require a lot of control loops in cascade, so a lot of integration among different parts of the systems in the aim of delivering higher efficiency with the maximum food quality, so the proper temperature control for food stuff.
Gotcha. And you mentioned those semi-flooded evaporators in your presentation yesterday.
Yeah, it is quite an hot topic these days. So we know that many companies are working on that. There are some tricky parts of that to do it properly in a way that also systems are reliable over years, which introduces another big area of development for us, which is to make a complex system easy to design, easy to install, commission, and then maintain over the years. So these systems need to work properly for 12, 14, maybe more years. And that's what we want to be able to deliver to our customers and the customers of our customers. Because we primarily serve OEMs or large contractors, but the end users are the large retail customers across the world. So that's what we want to deliver.
And the next question I got for you here: what upcoming environmental mandates, regulations are being watched by the HVAC and R industry, and what steps is Carel taking to comply with them? And how does this contrast with, maybe other approaches in the industry?
As said, we started very early with natural refrigerants, so we never saw them as a constraint. On the hand, they are an opportunity for us. They had always been, so we just keep doing harder and harder what we have been doing for the past 20 years. Now, as we discussed at this conference, there is the topic of the PFAS, and that is forcing us, but we are already proactive, so it's not something that we are waiting for legislation to introduce alternatives. Of course, it's not something that we can invent overnight. We need collaboration, so we are an electronic manufacturer, also mechanical manufacturer, but primarily electronic components manufacturer. And we need also to work with our supply chain to make that possible. It is something that we have started. It will take time, but we want to anticipate any possible legislation. So we are already proactively.
That was the word I was going to use. It sounds like the approach, regardless, is proactivity. You want to be ahead and not, kind of caught playing catch up.
It's the nature of the company. So one of the two founders was and is still active, very active, and has always had innovation, technology, new developments top of his mind, and that has shaped the mindset and the culture of the company.
Yeah, that trickles down to everything. It's not just products. It's, hey,
he still visits the labs. He still asks me about the developments and urges us to push the limits.
Cool.
So it is in the DNA of the company.
All right, and I'll get you out of here on this one. How do Carel's products support end users who are looking for integrated, energy-efficient HVAC and R systems using natural refrigerants?
Our approach is not just to deliver design components. We like to think in terms of solutions. So My group, for instance, we are focusing on food retail applications. We do not think of a case controller, a rack controller. We think of, okay, we need to control a building. I need to control a shop. So we start from sensors, actuators to the cloud, with everything which is in the between, making sure that everything works together to deliver the highest efficiency with the less energy use, the less material use, also to benefit customers with the less capital cost.
Yeah.
Not just operational cost, because we know that capital cost is a big topic for end users that want to embrace natural refrigerants. It was one of the topics that we have discussed. The fact that there is still an extra cost if you want to go natural.
Yeah.
We are actually working to reduce that extra cost and make it cost neutral.
That's it.
Whenever it's possible, but that's one of the areas of development.
Okay, sounds good. So it's holistic and it's also focused on cost, which makes a ton of sense.
Definitely. Cost is one of the elements in every business case, and we try to look at the business with the lenses of our customers. So we take into consideration their business model, their cost structure, trying to help them.
Gotcha. And I think that's a great place to end it. Samuel, thanks for joining me. Sorry, Samuel.
Thank you for hosting me.